Hey everyone, wanted to give you some quick solutions to a couple of the problems that you have for homework. So question number one, Mary and Sally are on a foot race. Mary is 22 meters from the finish line. She has a speed of 4 meters per second and is 5 meters behind Sally. Who has a speed of 5 meters per second? Sally thinks she can easily win, so she starts a decelerated rate of 0.4 meters per second to the finish line. What constant acceleration does Mary need during the remaining portion of the race if she wishes to cross the finish line side by side with Sally? So the first thing I'm going to do is sort of draw a picture of the situation and try and get a feeling of what's going on. So here is my diagram of what's happening. Mary is behind Sally, and the speeds are labeled, the distances between everybody, and so on and so forth. So my game plan here is I'd like to know what the acceleration of Mary needs to be. So I think I'm going to have to solve for the time in order to be able to get that. So I first need to figure out how long is it going to take Sally to get to the finish line, given the constraints of the problem. So in order to figure out how long it's going to take Sally to get to the finish line, I first figured out what her final velocity would be. If she's moving at 5 meters per second, it starts to decelerate at 0.4 meters per second. I know she's going to move over 17 meters. So the final velocity that she will have is 5 meters per second squared plus 2 times negative 4.4, times 17. So Sally's final velocity when she reaches the finish line would be 3.38 meters per second. Now that I know the initial and final velocities of Sally and I know her acceleration, I can figure out how much time it's going to take for Mary to finish. Oh, wait a minute. This should be Sally. So this is going to take Sally 4.06 seconds to finish the race. I apologize for that mix-up. So now that we know the time that it's going to take Sally to finish, we now know how much time it's going to take. We have for Mary to finish the race at the same point. So therefore they cross the line at the same time. So now with Mary, I'm going to reach for, because I want to know what her acceleration is going to be. So with that, I'm going to put in the 22 meters that she needs to move. That's going to equal her initial velocity, 4 meters per second, multiplied by the time it takes for her to finish the race. Again, they want to finish at the same time, shoulder by shoulder, plus 1/2 times the acceleration, which I don't know. I'm going to solve for that. Multiplied by 4.06 seconds, and that quantity is going to be squared. When you substitute, or when you do the math out, you end up getting a positive 0.7 meters per second is the acceleration that Mary has to undergo in order to finish next to Sally, shoulder by shoulder. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching.